Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are having a great day. Today's video is going to be FaceTime with Jackie. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I hope that this video may be of some type of inspiration, educational, insightful, something in that nature. But I am going to do a disclaimer. This is going to be a video that is going to be it puts me in a vulnerable place. It is going to be very informative of my illness and of what's been happening in my life. It's also going to be how my faith has brought me to where it's brought me to today. So if you are a person that don't like those type of videos, or if this is offensive to you, I'm just going to ask that you respectfully just exit the video, and please do not leave a comment below that is negative or hurtful, because I think we have enough hate going around to add it to something that you can simply just exit. You don't have to leave a hateful comment. So I'm just gonna ask that if you don't agree with what I'm saying or you dislike what I'm saying, just go ahead and exit the video, and I'll see you in my next video, hopefully. And if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. And I hope you like this video and give it a thumbs up. But this is going to be a personal video, and I hope that I can trust you guys with my feelings and with what I'm going through, and that we can get to know each other just a little bit more. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with a few information about what I've been going through in the past couple of months. I have been through so much, and I didn't think, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna share how much I was gonna share, or I was actually waiting to share. I was actually waiting for a little bit further down the road to share this information with you guys. But being the fact that we have experienced such a turmoil and a heart-shaking moment last weekend, I think that it kind of put things into perspective, and I felt like, why not share this? Why not share this with you when, compared to what's happening in the world, what I'm going through is nothing. So I'll leave it like that, and I'll just go ahead and get started. So for the past couple of months, I've been going through so much, and as a person, it's enough to knock you down. But I have to honestly say that my strength comes from the Lord. And the reason why I say that is because and this was before I even started YouTube, I ended up being admitted to the hospital because I was having pains, and I thought it was my chest pains, but it ended up not being chest pains. It ended up being that my gallbladder is not functioning properly, so it caused pain, which I misinterpreted, and it was not chest pains, but my gallbladder just letting me know, hey, we're not working. So I had to go and get that removed. Unfortunately, I don't have the co-payment amount at this moment, because they're asking for almost $1,000 as a co-payment. We have a great medical insurance, but the co-payment is $1,000, and it's not even HMO. So I don't get it. But anyway, so that's on hold at the moment. So after that news that I had to get that done, and I didn't have the money for that, my husband's father fell in the hospital, and that was back in February, and that was actually the beginning of February when that happened. He was in the hospital, and we ended up thinking that he was going to get better, but he did not get better. And as many of you guys know, he did pass away. It's actually been a month since his passing, and I did do a video for him, and it is in my video, and I'll go ahead and put the link on this video too, somewhere up here, so you guys can go ahead and check that out if you want to. But before he passed away, my husband got into a car accident, and the car was totaled. My husband, thankfully, he was fine. He walked away with nothing wrong. And so to that I have to thank God, because a lot of people nowadays don't walk away from a car accident, and he did. So I'm so grateful and thankful to God that he was able to walk away from the car accident. The car was totaled, and mind you, that is the only form of transportation that we have, and we live in Florida. So whoever lives in Florida and we're not in the city, you know that you need a car for everything. I mean, you need a car if you want to go get a gallon of milk. So to lose your only form of transportation and having to depend on other people, that alone is just like, you know, just kick me when I'm down, right? So we lost our car. We've been depending on our family to help us with the transportation. So we finally found a used car, because at the moment our credit is not the best. So we went to go get a used car because at the moment our credit is not the best, and we wanted to wait to see what the insurance would do, what they were going to pay off before we went and applied. But it was taking so long. The insurance company of the at-fault driver took forever to get all of the paper and documents to our loan. And then we have gap insurance who's supposed to cover the difference. Anyway, a long story short, by the time they finished paying the car and paying the gap insurance, by the time they finished paying the loan, we still owe the bank. We still owe the bank because the gap insurance did not cover what they said it was supposed to cover for a whole bunch of reasons that I'm not going to get into right now with you guys. But the point is, so we ended up buying a used car. In the process of buying this used car, the guy who sold us the car, he didn't know that his title had not cleared from the bank. So we had to wait almost 2 weeks to get the title to be able to go and register the vehicle. So then by the time we did that, we used the car for 3 weeks, and the car is now dead. It's not drivable. It's gonna cost about $700 to $750 to fix one thing, because it has multiple things wrong. So we're now again without a car. In the midst of all this happening, before the car breaks down on us, in the midst of that, my father passed away. In the midst of that, I had a miscarriage. My finances were attacked and are being and is currently being attacked. And for many reasons that I don't want to get into right now with you guys, so because it's a lot of personal information, but just get a picture of what's happening. You know, and all of this happened for all of that to happen, for me to end up without a car a second time with me and my husband. And it's just been one thing after another, guys. I mean, it is enough to knock you down. It is enough to say what, you know, to question. It is enough to just lose all hope when your health is being attacked, your family is being attacked, your finances are being attacked, your transportation are being attacked, your job is being attacked. It's like, what is going on, right? So it is just one trial after another. And I have to tell you guys that there was a point in time in these past couple of months that I was no longer doing anything on my own strength. Like, there was a time and point that I realized that my strength had finished, and that I was actually doing things on God's strength, because I was like, how is it that I feel so confident? How is it that I don't feel like giving up? Like, I feel like giving up, but I'm not giving up. How is that happening? How is it that I'm still able to move on to the next level and get hit again and not be down? Like, you know, and there was days, I'm not going to lie, there was days where I didn't go to work because I was so clouded in my mind. My insomnia and my anxiety flared up on top of everything else that has been happening to my husband and I. My insomnia is so bad right now, you guys. My sleep is so discontrolled, where to the point that there's days that I'll go 24 hours without sleeping. There's days that I'll go to sleep at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning to have to wake up to work at 12. And there's days that I call off because I try to go to work in those conditions, and I work with a lot of sensitive information from customers, and I cannot be at work and constantly asking them, can you repeat that? Can you repeat that? What did you say? What's the number? Because that is personal sensitive information. And I felt so disoriented because people were giving me information and I was hearing it and I was processing something else. And so I had to take off from work. I cannot work when I don't sleep properly. And I think that would happen just to anybody. But that being said, it affected my finances where I didn't have enough money to, when there was days that we couldn't go out to eat because we didn't have any money. And there was times where we were like, what are we gonna make today? And we had to like just make different things, just like say, okay, we're gonna take pasta, we're gonna take this chicken, and you know what, there's no sauce, so let's go ahead and add salad dressing and make our own sauce. It is real. The struggle was real. And I just have to say though that God has blessed me with such a wonderful family, with such a wonderful church, with such wonderful friends, because even when I thought like, oh my God, what are we gonna eat today? My sister came and she blessed us. Like she got some type of reward. I'm not even sure what it was, or some type of refund, because she knows what I'm going through. But she is also going through hard time, guys. I mean, when I tell you she is going through a hard time herself, she is going through a hard time. She's being affected financially. She's being affected health-wise too. And she ended up going to the store and buying me groceries. And it's like little things like that. God used people like my sister to bless us. God used friends to bless us, to take us out to lunch because we didn't have the money. God used different people. God used our church to bless us with food. Just in the littlest things that you think that he's not there for you, like he's not listening, he is. Because even though we're going through the storm right now, he was taking care of our needs. He's taking care of the need. The need is the food in the house. We can't survive without food, right? Those are the little things like that. He's taking care of those things. And to just, tell you, like, I was just so tired of being hit one thing after another. I was so tired. And I was like, and I would every day say, I'm just, what's next? What is next? What else can happen? And every time something would happen, I got this strength and this hope and this just like refreshing strength to go on. And I truly believe that has to do with God, and I truly believe that has to do with the prayers of my family, of my friends, of my church, people who are praying for us, who know what we're going through and are constantly keeping us in prayer. I truly believe that the Lord is giving us the strength to do that, because I'm telling you guys that on my own strength, I would not be recording today. Because if I leave it to my own strength, I would sit under my covers in the dark room and watch TV all day. Because that's what I did. That's what I did. And until I didn't feel good enough, I didn't get up. So there was days that I did that. And then I had to pull myself out of it. I had to get up. I had to go. And there's just so many things that has happened. And I did not feel like filming. So my health has deteriorated with my insomnia and with everything. And my anxiety is up the roof right now. I mean, it's ridiculous. But I just want to tell you guys that even through all of that, when this Sunday, those people in Orlando got their lives taken away, I still feel lucky. And it is so hard to say that, because there's so many things that are happening in my household right now that until this day we don't have a car. Until this day. But I can still wake up and I can still say thank you, God, because I'm breathing. Because I have my husband, because my family has me, because I have them. And I think that a lot of people probably have been shaken by this, and this hits close to home because I'm in Tampa Bay and I'm like an hour and a half to 2 hours away from Orlando. And for it to be so close to where I live is just an eye awakening. It's just an eye awakening, and it just puts things into perspective that even when you're going through the darkest valley, through the darkest time in your life, you're still blessed. You're still blessed because you have breath in your lungs, because you have a family, because you have friends, because you have a job. Even if you hate your job, even if your job is the worst place to work at, you still have a job. There's people that don't have a job. So just because you woke up today, you're blessed. You're blessed. And so when the shooting happened in Orlando, I honestly, you guys, it shook me. It shook me, and into this moment, I'm still baffled with what's happening in the world. But this world is not gonna get better. Things are not gonna get better, and we have to hold on to our faith. We have to hold on to God. We have to hold on to each other. We have to, because evil is real. Evil is real, and this is not going to be easy. This world is dying. The world is dying. The people out here are dying, and we have to realize that life is so short. It is so short, and every moment that you have is precious. Every time I wake up in the morning, I just say, I have to thank God. I thank God because I can get up from my bed, because I was able to open up my eyes, because I was able to breathe, because I was able to see and hear and talk and feel love and be around my family and my friends and even do this. But it's just something that it's just something so beautiful to be able to have that connection and that love for Christ. And I just want to let you guys know, there's gonna be times when you're gonna hear Christian people say something that you dislike, and you're gonna probably be like, well, look, and they're supposed to be a Christian and they're saying this and they're saying that. Just know that because you are a Christian does not exempt you from trials and tribulations. Being a Christian does not exempt you from going through financial hardship. It does not exempt you from anything that this world has to that this world uses to attack you. It doesn't exempt you. The difference between a Christian and a non-Christian is just that we are living by the grace of God, and we can go before God because we have this relationship with Him, and we can say, God, I messed up. Forgive me. I messed up, Jesus. I messed up. Please forgive me. But it doesn't make me any more perfect than the next person. Just because I am a Christian doesn't make me perfect, because I'm not perfect. The only perfect one is God, and He is working in me every day. It is a working hard process. It is a working hard process, and we have to live every day fighting our battles. We have to live every day fighting our struggles, just like every person out there. So don't hold God. Don't hold anything against God. All I'm asking you guys is don't hold anything against God and church, based on what you hear other Christians say, because they may not have a relationship with God. They may not be living the right way they should be living, and then they're calling themselves a Christian. But know that if you are looking to have a true relationship with God, that is not gonna happen, because your relationship with God is individually, it's one-on-one, and you have to do what you need to do to make sure that you get that relationship with Christ. Don't let no other obstacle in the air around you, don't let no other obstacles around you stop you from looking for Christ. Because it is times like this that what we're going through in this world, that we need to reach out to God, because He's the only one who's going to be able to comfort us. He's the only one who's going to be able to heal us. He's the only one who's going to be able to give us the strength to go on and move on towards tomorrow. So I just want you guys to know that I am not perfect. I am a Christian. I live by grace. I live by His mercy. And every day I mess up. Every day I mess up, and every day I go before Him and I ask Him to forgive me, and I start over, because I will not be perfect. I will not be perfect, and He is working in me every day, changing me, and my progress is a work in progress until the day that He calls me home. That is when, at that time, I will be perfect. So if you guys ever are going through anything, know that there is a God. Know that there is a God who's watching and hearing. And we need to recognize that without His help, we are not going to make it. As a society, we are not going to make it, because evil is out there, you guys. Evil is out there, and it wants to destroy, and it wants to kill. So we have to stand up and say, I don't want to live this way. God, help me. God, I welcome you into my life. I accept you as my Lord and Savior. Teach me how to live every day. So just know that wherever you are at any time of your life, that you can always call out to God, and He will hear you. So I hope and I pray for you guys, and I just pray that you guys learn from what happened this weekend, that life is short and you need to just love and spend as much time as you can with your family, and let what happened be a lesson to you guys, and let things fall into perspective, that there's things that we think that are so important, like makeup and like all these things, and at the end of the day, it is not important. It is not important. And what is important is that we treat each other with love and respect, and that we're there for each other, and that we can say, if you need me to pray for you, if you need me to talk to you, if you need me to hear you, if you need me to give you a shoulder to cry on, I'm here. No matter who you are, your background, your religion, no matter anything, love conquers everything. And the first example of love was when Jesus came and died on the cross of Calvary for us, for everywhere, for this world. So just keep that in mind. I hope you guys have a great and safe weekend. Please be careful. Please be safe. Please be aware of your surroundings. Be cautious. Always looking around your surroundings, and just lend a helping hand to anyone, because those are the things that matter in life. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos and listening. And if after this you're still my subscriber, you're the bomb. Bye.